Holy crap, that last video was an hour long. I apologize. Depressed Eeyore. Dark Souls 3, we're back to the Grand Archives again. Alright. I will remain unembered at the moment, because the next part's going to be tedious enough to deal with. Essentially, it's just going to be a big bridge filled with bad guys that we're going to be running through. And all we have to do is get through it once. If we can get through it once, we'll be good to go. Why is there black... What's that black smudge? Is that a shadow? Eh, whatever. So yeah, here it is. So just take it slow. Okay, they've been taken care of. A knight's already coming, and a bunch of shield guys. Okay. That one ain't drinking Estus, which is a little annoying. Oh, nope, I ain't dealing with that. I am trying to get better at the poke. Oh my god, that hurt. Alright. That's the initial wave taken care of. There's still much more to deal with. Like those knights. Right there. Next. Oh my god, barely avoided that. Okay, the other one broke off. I can just deal with you. Thank you. Thank you all who suggested to do pyromancy. That made that a lot easier. Your buff just wore off. Anyway, the shortcut's over here. Where we end up will be somewhat familiar. Because we're back here now. This is just before the Dragon Slayer armor. Now, one thing you can also do here is there's actually an elevator connected to this one. Titanite slab. So with that we could, if we traded in our infinite homeward bone thing, if we trade this coiled sword fragment for this coiled sword fragment, we would get another Titanite slab. So that would give us 2 to spare, which would be nice, I guess. Especially at this point in the game. Also, still don't have enough chunks though. Anyway, let's so yeah, this is where we're gonna be going. It's a bit of a run. It's not threatening, so it is what it is. Kinda wish that the bonfire would be over here on this side of the boss arena, not the opposite side. And I have like an entire part to try to fight this boss. Hopefully hopefully this ring that gives me additional iframes will help a little bit. He's not too bad. He does have that issue that Aldrich has, where he just where he can spit out a bunch of freaking projectiles that home in on you and shit, which I don't like, because he'll attack you in melee at the same time while it's happening. I also have a lot of trouble dodging one of his attacks that does a massive amount of damage, and I'm pretty sure it will one-shot me with the gear I have right now. So I'm kind of expecting the worst. Actually, I'm expecting the worst because I'm using this. I'm using a spear. I actually don't know how well that will go for me. I have beaten him with a... Hellbird. Yeah, I've beaten him with a Hellbird. But I haven't done it with Sakya, and I certainly have not done it with a spear. So there's supposed to be a fog door here, but for some reason they didn't put one here yet. It'll appear the moment we die, though. Or the moment we start the boss fight, rather. What was I gonna do? That's right, I was gonna pop an ember. If I want to, I can go and summon some people. Like right here is Cirrus. This is essentially the last opportunity for Cirrus to help you. But I will continue to do these solo, because I've been doing all of them solo so far, so... Alright, here goes nothing.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Alright. There he is. He teleports. So yeah, he'll prepare swings and teleport. He is on his knees. Oh my god. This freaking ring is stupidly good. Most of these attacks I shouldn't be avoiding with the rolls the timings I'm using. Yeah, definitely I shouldn't be. Some of them is also the fact that his swings are a bit higher than they should be. Shit. So yeah, that attack I have trouble dodging a lot of times. And it hurts a lot. Go. Phase 1.
Dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother, unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
And here's the bullshit. Drink. Dodge. Oh, bad timing. Yeah, so this is annoying. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Shit. Oh my god, I barely avoided that. Yeah, this is gonna be tough for a spear. There we go. Drink. Let's go. So I'm trying to hit him in the back, which is easier said than done. Alright, get away. Alright, let's go. Ouch. Gotcha. Alright. That ring makes it so much easier. There's been, when I fought this boss originally without that ring, and, I mean, I still took pretty much the same amount of damage as far as, like, how hard the attacks hit me. So, I mean, I know absorption works, there's been tests. But wow, that didn't... Having those iframes is worth it. This ring is worth whatever cost of defense, just take it. Because I was taking about the same amount of damage no matter what. In fact, I took less damage overall because I barely got hit. Excuse me. There's been so many instances where I do it, you know, a half second sooner than I should. Like, I roll a half second sooner than I should be, or a half second late. And, you know, end up getting hits, and then my timing gets thrown off. But with this ring, I can literally... I was amazed at, like, some of the attacks I was avoiding. Some of them were actually swinging over me, like, because of the way the models are, but I was, like, stabbing, and I could see the sword, like, already connecting with my body, but I hit the roll button, like, as part of the queue, and I still avoided the attack. I don't know how I was doing it. So, yeah. Garth's Blood Ring, you are the best. And the Fire Clutch Ring really doesn't make any much difference for damage, I guess. I do hit the boss rather hard. But, okay, enough of me gushing about that ring, because it's ridiculously strong. So the way the Prince works is, phase 1, he's just teleporting around, doing his slashes. He has a ranged fire wave attack and a ranged light wave attack. The light wave attack usually kills me every freaking time, but this case I actually dodged it rather well. It could have been because of the ring or because I just got used to it. But yeah, if that light wave thing hit me, it would have probably killed me. It did with my other character practically every time. But once you kill him the first time, his younger brother would teleport in and revive him. And then there's 2 health bars, and both of them have their own hitboxes. You can target the younger prince and attack him, but you can only really hit him from the back, which was a little bit difficult. But eventually, I was kind of catching on. Even though I was having trouble hitting the back, I was still doing reasonable damage to the elder brother. And once he goes down, you have some free hits that you can do on the younger. He does do a massive Wrath of God explosion before he does his heal, so that's why I went ahead and moved away. I threw some black fire auras, but it looked like he is pretty much dark resistant, so it didn't really do that much, but it was a little bit of extra help. But yeah, overall I just kind of stayed calm and used this crazy ring to avoid all the attacks. So let's go ahead and read up on some of the lore here, I guess, because, you know, I don't really get it. Soul of the Twin Princes. The 2 princes rejected their duty to become Lords of Cinder and settled down far, far away to watch the fire fade from a distance. A curse makes their souls nearly inseparable. Okay, and then if we go to our little Cinders of the Lord here, here we go. The Lothric bloodline was obsessed with creating a worthy heir, and when this proved impossible, resorted to unspeakable means. Suffice it to say, the path to linking the fire is a cursed one indeed. So yeah, at this point, all we have to do is link the fire, and we will be on our way to finding the final boss.
Welcome home, I speak thine.
It won't happen until I actually put them on the throne, though.
Very well, then taken.
Which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and up my endurance. Though to be honest, I don't think I really need it. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I can up my fire damage some more, but it really doesn't help that much. So I think I'll go ahead and start upping my strength and start getting that glass cannon stuff going.
Farewell, Ashen One, mayst thou.
As for trading his in the soul, I guess I can look at some of that, because we haven't really looked at it in a while. Or at least it feels like a while, because I haven't been recording this as much. So yeah, you can get the Lothric's Holy Sword. which has faith stuff, and it has the light. It has like a light beam attack, which is kind of neat. So you like thrust your sword out and it shoots like a wave of light, or well, it's more of like a thin beam of light than anything else. Is that all he has? I thought he had. Oh, there it is. And then there's Lorien's greatsword, which has the ability to do a lunge attack that will make the sword smolder in flames, and you can send flames across the ground. If you happen to get, I don't know if it's a Lothric weapons or not, but if you get both these weapons, supposedly you can put them together to become a twin weapon. It's either that, or I'm thinking of the swords that the Pontiff had. Oh, by the way, here's the Moonlight Greatsword. It's the Moonlight Greatsword. It's essentially what you expect. But yeah, we'll go ahead and
Choose thy fate alone. Seize it with thine own hands, all the more, should thy fate entail such foul betray.
I think he's referring to us because we said we're going to betray everything. Anyway, it's time for us to do a bit of traveling. So, have you used everything? Yes. Okay. So, one more optional area that we need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to go to Irithyll Dungeon. Yes, we need to go to Irithyll Dungeon. There we go. I don't remember the exact route. I always have trouble finding this particular spot. Oh, kill. Oh, roll, 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 roll. Not dealing with that shit. Okay, nothing that way. Believe it's on the other side. I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely not there. My luck, I'll probably get this wrong. I usually do. Nope, I didn't. It's over here. Did I actually get it right? Yes, I did. Oh wow, I actually found it. I am embered, so I will possibly get invaded. But notice how this statue is sitting? We did pick up a post called Path of the Dragon. here we are. Now, one issue I want to point out is why is the sky fine? Why does it look like we have normal sunlight again? I mean, the sun should be freaking in like event horizon or whatever is going on right now. But in this world, I don't know. But things being consistent is asking too much of this game, unfortunately. One funny thing I did see when people were doing a critique of the game was, if you remember, there was the Storm Ruler, which supposedly does extra damage to giants. And actually, it only does extra damage to Yorm. It doesn't actually do extra damage to giants. Like, you can use it on any of the other giants that are in this game, and it won't actually do any fancy damage. Rather strange. I usually get invaded once coming through here. There's a shortcut there, which usually I don't take advantage of, so... Ow. So yeah, these are like dragon people or some nonsense. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, so dead. Gah. Freaking hate those attacks. By the way, those dagger guys can parry, and when they parry you, they will grapple you. Screw you. Kill the rogue first, please. Or kill both, you know, that's cool too. Never fought these things with a spear, so definitely gonna get used to that. They're probably fire resistant. Because, you know, part dragon or some nonsense. Anyway, there is... Yeah, that worked. A little bit of audio desync, but that's okay. Actually, I think it's just the fire attack being kind of weird. By the way, you can get a lot of Titanite chunks here. You can also get another Titanite slab or two over here. Actually, I know you can at least get two. You can pretty much just ignore those enemies. Find that chunk. So yeah, there's an enemy here that'll start spitting stuff at you if you don't deal with him. And then there's big axe guy here. Whee! Ouch, that hurt. You jumped down. Good for you. Okay. Anything over here? Nope. Alright. And this upcoming boss fight is a gimmick fight. It's essentially a gauntlet. Lightning clutch ring. This will improve your lightning damage. It's a bit late in the game to finally get something that actually bolsters lightning damage, but it is what it is. I mean, technically you can go here... You can go here the moment you beat Osiris, or whatever his name is. Alright. So there's a giant wyvern. You could fight him normally. If we had bothered to look at some of the messages, there's actually developer messages that tell you to do a plunging attack. Whenever you're ready. Oh my god, I hate... Okay. Drink. I saw him path into the fire and didn't take any damage. Anyway, there's a bunch of items. You don't have to really pick him up now. You can come back later, to be honest, but I'll probably just grab him as I go. Yeah, the developer message will say try plunging attack or something like that. And yeah, that's what you're supposed to do for this boss fight. You need to get to a position where you can drop down on him. It's pretty silly, because this thing can fly. There shouldn't be any reason for it to just hang around and let itself get rocked. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Alright, that could have went better, but wasn't too bad. Dark seems to work pretty good. Anyway, right there is an ambush. Now if you move sorry for the frame rate. If we run straight forward, there's going to be a guy that's going to shoot fireballs from there and from ahead of us. There's also a big guy up ahead to deal with as well. But you can take him out by just climbing up here and dealing with them. You can also go around this way and try to fight. It's not going to be pleasant, but you can do it. Wow, I've never seen you do that. Gotcha. Alright. There's an enemy behind there. Lightning bolts. There you go. That takes care of that, so all we have to do is move forward. I'm gonna go ahead and dump an Estus. Climb, climb, climb. Ow. Climb, climb, climb. God, that reach. That reach is stupid. So that one's not equipped with a big axe. That one's equipped with like a weird chain axe or something. Essentially a bunch of smaller axes attached to a chain. And its reach is ridiculous. It hit me all the way over there through the floor. Because this game does not follow its own rules about weapon collisions. So yeah, at this point, the Wyvern's just going to sit there and breathe fire. That's all he's going to do. And the only thing you can possibly do is if you miss the jump. which I've done because this is Dark Souls. So yeah, you can drop down here. And there you go. One plunge attack, that's all it takes. Supposedly you can fight him on the ground, but it's like suicide. Because just like the other dragon bosses we fought in Dark Souls 2, they have an ability to just leap straight up in the air and wreck you. There's a few items we missed, but we can come back here later. Let's go ahead and light this bonfire. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and head out of here before I get invaded. But yeah, we missed a few items that were kind of at the quote-unquote ground level because we had to go run away from the big wyvern. But yeah, sometimes, like, you might have noticed that I've had situations where that fire actually clipped through the ground and would hit me and then knock me off the platform and killed me. I've had situations where I was like, okay, I'll jump, and the dragon will decide to just breathe fire, and so its head moves out of the way, and so I fall to my death. So the best thing to do is just try to get onto the platform and kind of just wait until it looks like the wyvern's kind of just not doing anything, then jump down. Usually he'll just sit... I've had it usually where he'll breathe like one more time, or none at all, and then just sit there and wait for me to kill him, essentially. So... he's not... I mean, it's really the level that you're going up against, not really the wyvern itself, because the breath attacks are rather easy to avoid. Anyway, let's go ahead and reinforce our weapon. We will go ahead and max this thing out. For better or for worse. So there you go, faster FP regeneration.
Pretty be careful, I don't want to say.
Also, do you have anything to say?
There are two.
No, you do not.
Pretty.
One thing I noticed at some point in the game, our crestfallen warrior has kind of just not been around. Also, I never went and talked to this guy, I guess.
Now invade and pillage all you like. And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger. Come on, give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep. Now invade and if come on.
Okay. So he says that after he appears and says that after you get the red eye orb, which I got a long time ago, but I never went up there. There is one other thing I want to check. Let's go to Pit of Hollows. No particular reason. Not here. Maybe I'm forgetting something. At this point, Cirrus should be dead. I know in Dark Souls 1, and I guess in some cases too, they'll reach a point where they're like, okay, they could either go hollow or they die. And in this game, they generally just die. There's really only two characters that go hollow. One of which we've already met and killed, and the other one can't go hollow because we already killed her, him or her, depending on your gender. Now, one thing to note, once Cirrus actually gives her vows to you, you can actually kill her right then and there, and she will not fight back. Alright, so this is not it. But yeah, you can tell how ridiculous this is, because I have no idea where her body is at. I thought it was supposed to be at the Pit of Hollows, but I guess not. The only other place I can think of that she can be at is the bridge at Irithyll Valley. So we will check that next. Luckily it's pretty safe there. And I mean, the moment she dies, we can get her stuff, and then we can freely continue on with a different quest line. But she's supposedly supposed to be dead after the prince is taken care of. But I am not seeing anything. I mean, that body there was from someone else. Alright, well, let's go back to Firelink Shrine. I'll look it up and see what's up. It should be after the princes, and we fought the prince. So, don't know. I should have equipped this ring a lot sooner. I mean, it looks bad because I mean it drops your absorption by quite a bit, but absorption doesn't really make that much of a difference in this game, to be honest. I mean, if you get hit for 200 points of damage, I mean, that will only reduce 10% absorption will only save you about 20 HP, so it is what it is, I guess. I haven't finished buying everything from these other characters. I honestly don't think there's anything left for them, but let's find out. Learn pyromancies. Let's get Great Chaos Fire Orb. That and get that.
Heed my words, unkindled one. Fear the fire. The home of pyromancy, Izalith, was scorched by the very fire it created. Undoubtedly, it was a flame of chaos, tangled by a witch's hand. But who's to say that this bonfire's flame is any different? Heed the but do not be gone for long. What is a teacher without a pupil? Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I am pleased to have a pupil as dedicated as you. Heed the but do not be gone. What is it?
Alright, that's pretty much it for him.
Ah, hello again. Thank goodness. One can become quite attached, even to a bumbling apprentice. Oh, I'm hardly serious.
So much for leveling up.
There is one thing that you should know. There is a darkness within man, and I am afraid you will peer into it. Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you entirely. Fear not. Your choice will bring you no scorn. Don't stir up any trouble. You're my apprentice, don't forget. Ah, hello again. Yes. Yes. You require my sorceries, I presume? There is one thing that there is a do stay safe.
Alright, well, I think that's about it for them. I'll look them up just to see if there's any other questline stuff we can possibly do, but I think that's about it. The only thing I could possibly do now is check Lothric Castle. But to be honest, I don't even know where I would look for Grey Rat's body. I would be impressed if I managed to find it in one go, but I really don't know where he would be at. I'm just going to check a quick spot, and that's about it. Yeah, we don't want to mess with you guys. Don't mind me coming through. Coming through. Pardon me. Coming through. Yep. Pardon me. Coming through. Zoom. Don't mind me. You're not gonna follow me through that. Or are you? Alright then. Why is there a blood spot there? Definitely not there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Dark Souls 3. See you guys later.